Chapter 13 The Griffin's Gate. Zayak woke from his dream and gazed up at the light of the morning. Orange, pink, purple, and light blue painted the skies over the ocean. He turned to face where he remembered his friends were sleeping. He touched nearby blankets to see if anyone stirred. Simone was near, snoring on his back. Once touched, he rolled on his side. Zayak groaned and decided to give up on his idea of waking Simone. He crawled to his knees and visualized the blankets dissolving. He stood by and watched the blankets turn into breeze. What was once strange to do now seemed commonplace. How awkward would it be to go back to the physical plane? When Zayak spotted Isaac, he was jogging along the beach with Cotton. Zayak decided to stroll towards him. "Morning, Isaac." "Beautiful morning, isn't it?" Isaac galloped over to Zayak. "So how will we get home?" Zayak gazed to the skies and watched birds soar above. "Oh, Simone has a plan for that, I'm afraid. He plans on going through the palace gates on the hill above here. What bothers me is there are 2 Griffin statues." "Is something doggy about them?" "They look like 2 normal figures to me." Isaac gazed past Zayak at the 2 griffins. "Isaac, this isn't the physical plane. You saw how we made things appear, and you've seen Sailaway morph into a boat. It's hard to tell what's with those statues." Zayak bit his nails a little and hugged himself with his other arm. "I just worry a little." "Well, if there's danger here, I'd appreciate a weapon and armor like your friend there." Isaac pointed to Simone, who was waking up. Right." Zayak hesitated as he spoke. "Mine is just my spike ball ringlets. How about Simone and I cook you up something?" Zayak hurried over to Simone. "Good morning, Simone. Isaac said he wants you to make him a weapon, just in case we bump into any trouble." Isaac followed Zayak close behind, yawning big. Simone stretched as he gazed over at Zayak. "Man, I am so tired. Weapons? What kind of weapon would you want, Isaac?" "I'd like a sword and gun, if you would." Zayak tried to wave his arm and made a small sword with a long handle appear. The handle had a gold trim with a symbol of an eye at the tip. "Huh, that wasn't exactly what I had in mind," Zayak said as he held the sword and examined it. "I'll take it if it has a sheath and belt to go with it, but how do I know it's good quality?" Isaac inspected it with Zayak. "Try it out, I guess," Zayak said as he handed off the sword to Isaac. "What do you have in mind?" Simone asked, coming to a stand. "Oh, I just had a basic silver sword in mind, Simone." That's interesting. Maybe this world has an influence on our abilities." Simone pondered as Isaac took the sword and swung it in the air. "Actually, this is quite familiar to the sword I had on the ship. I did hope to have one like it again," commented Isaac. That makes sense." Simone patted Zayak's arm. "So you do have abilities here as well, Isaac." "I suppose I'll work on making the belt and sheath now." Zayak closed his eyes and a belt wove around Isaac's waist and a holder appeared at his side. Swinging the sword around, Isaac stopped short of the sheath and slid it in. "Ah, perfect fit. You'll have to explain how these abilities work." "It's quite easy. What you think becomes the reality. So if you think I want a biscuit and gravy platter, poof, it'll appear." Simone concentrated, and one appeared before their eyes in midair and then plummeted into the sand. Zayak announced, "Sure, one just believes. Whatever one believes most strongly seems to manifest into existence here, somehow. I think it's a dimension of consciousness." Zayak rubbed his chin. "It's like stepping into a real-life dream world. So if I want a better outfit than this, all I have to do is think of it?" "Yes, that's all there is to it," responded Simone. "Sort of, and believe in it with all your heart," commented Zayak. "It's hard to do when you hold the belief that reality is outside of your thought." Isaac had a devilish grin on his face as he imagined himself in a lavish royal blue buccaneer coat, suit and hat with a large feather. He now had the perfect one-shot and an English cutlass, as he imagined intensely. he started to change into what he preferred. After a bit of concentration, he opened his eyes and inspected himself over. "Wishin' I knew that a little sooner. Maybe I could have made it back to my ship. Then again, I had the foggiest where we are." "Well, that's the challenging part. Simone and I can't wish ourselves out of this place," said Zayak. Cotton, the adopted poked and tugged Isaac's pant leg. Cotton sat in the sand next Isaac's feet. Isaac said, "That definitely throws a spanner in the works." "Well, lead the way." Isaac looked down at Cotton and petted it. He lifted Cotton into his arms. "What is it, little one?" "Adopted Daddy, what if your world is like a dream too?" Cotton asked, as it curled in Isaac's hands. Cotton curiously gnawed on its paw a little as it listened. "I've never been able to do anything like this before. I suppose it's not possible for some reason, Cotton." "Daddy? Why is that calling you Daddy?" Simone asked. "I'm surprised it can talk, and not sing that sound. Only King Yim Yim could talk last time I visited the kingdom of interjected Zayak. Cotton nibbled its tail and laughed a little at the dumbfounded men gazing at it. "King Yim Yim? I heard that name before. Isn't that your father's name, Cotton?" "That's my real father's name, but Isaac adopted me now. I don't want to go back to the kingdom of I want to be here with you guys. I learned to talk from King Yim Yim a while ago." Cotton cuddled into Isaac's hand. Zayak said, "Fine, I'm not going to question this any more. We ready to confront the palace gate?" "I am ready. Let's head out," Simone commanded as he marched off toward the palace. Simone continued to chat as he trudged forward. "Well, that's a cute story, Cotton. Glad to have you two join us. Maybe you can tell us more later." Cotton crawled to Isaac's shoulder and clung for a ride. The wind blew strongly against the group as they headed up the steep rocky incline. Zayak's legs felt like spaghetti once he made it to the top of the hill. Finally, he could see the palace gate and the mighty statues. "Wow, this place is amazing. Wouldn't mind living here," Isaac awed as he plodded along, moving Cotton into his coat to keep it from blowing off. "You'll be good in my pocket here, wee lad." "Thank you, human daddy." Cotton peeped and hid. The grass waved a bright green color as white and gray clouds rolled through the blue skies. Simone paused to gather an idea of his surroundings. Ahead of the group lay the mountainous palace and its large gate. A black, spiked fence overlapped the wooden door. Two Griffin statues guarded both sides of the door. On the door seemed to have a large golden locket, and the walkway to the gate appeared to be more stone and brick. "Man, that hill sure was a lot bigger than I expected. Is everyone okay?" Zayak glanced over his shoulder at the other men and spouted, "Who wants to engage with the gate first? I'd be obligated if I did not. Might frighten my little here," excused Isaac. "What an excuse," sighed Simone. "I'll do it. You two watch my back, all right?" Zayak grabbed Simone's hand. "Are you sure?" "Well, someone has to do it. I think it'd better be me. Please no one think anything scary." Simone gave Zayak a wink and trekked his way toward the gate. As Simone approached the Griffins, there came a grinding sound. Stone upon stone the sound came from the statue on the right. Its eyes glowed laser red. "Who dares to come forth?" a deep male voice echoed from the stone. Simone put his hand on his sword. "My name is Simone. My friends and I would like to pass." The ground rumbled like an earthquake. Zayak fell to the dirt and screamed. The Griffin on the left turned its head to the noise. Its eyes shined bright red. Caught off guard, Isaac found himself hitting the ground too. Simone pleaded, "Please, please, we just want to pass so we can go to our home planet." Simone shouted and waved his arms to catch both statues' attention. As I represent this group as a whole, please let us pass." Astonished, Isaac regained his composure and stood up boldly, folding his arms in approval. The Griffin statue demanded, "Very well. There are 2 tasks that we must insist that you fulfill before you may pass. Once these quests are complete, we will allow passage." As Zayak listened to the voice, he bounced back with a frown. Anger boiled in his stomach. He was so tired of always feeling like a coward. Zayak stomped to Simone's side and yelled, "I'm tired of always living with fear. I'll complete these 2 tasks, whatever." "Take him back." Simone stared at Zayak in surprise. "Zayak, are you sure?" Zayak screamed and then covered his face with his palms. "I'm just so frustrated. I'm just so tired of everything. Being scared, never knowing when we'll find our way out of here. It's a helpless feeling." The Griffin on the right commanded, "The first task to be completed is to find the key to the gate's door. This golden key will be needed to open the locked sill. Once your group returns with the key, the second task will be revealed to you." "It'll be fine, Zayak. You can lead the way." "So, Griffin, do we do this task as a team?" Simone inquired as he tried to calm Zayak. "Indeed, if all will pass." Clapping his hands, Simone rallied the guys together. "Okay, so all we have to do is find the key to the gate's door. That should be simple enough, right?" "Maybe for you, mate. We don't have the foggiest where to look or start," sighed Isaac. "Hey, you Griffins, where do we need to be to find that there key?" No reply came from the statues as they seemed to act inanimate. "Let's go, then," Zayak groaned as he kicked some dirt and turned his back on the gate. He started to storm down a sidewalk that veered to the west. "Maybe it's on this island," suggested Simone. "And maybe that there map of yours will show us the key. Or wait a minute." Isaac remembered Sailaway's necklace and withdrew it from his pocket. "Maybe this will help, mates." "Hey, I made that for Sailaway. Did you steal that from him?" Simone was furious. "That I did, mate. Figured it'd do me," he coughed. "I mean us. Better than him." Isaac's hand was on his sword just in case of a fight. Suddenly Zayak turned as he heard Isaac's mouth rattle. Zayak tackled Isaac from behind. Taken by surprise, Isaac fell over with Zayak. He felt his body tumble like a rock into the hard ground. The back of his head thumped, and a sting in his elbow let him know he was down. Simone frowned. "Isaac, I can't believe you. That was supposed to be Sailaway's goodbye present." Now, calm down. I tell you what, mate. If I find home, I'll give it to you, to give it back to the chap. No need to fight. Let's use this to achieve the key." Isaac's hand lifted Sailaway's necklace into view. "Careful now, I have a little on board me coat." Zayak kicked the sword out of Isaac's hand as he straddled the man with his fist raised. A twinkle of light reflected off the spiked ends of his ringlets. Zayak yelled, "You jerk! That was one of my friends. I don't care if you think it's okay for us to use. Don't mess with my friends, you thief." "I'll return it myself." "No need to be feisty, mate," Isaac pleaded. "If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have it now, right?" "Yeah, give him a hit for me," Simone grinned, cheering Zayak on. Isaac's coat began to waddle about as a white fuzzy head peeked out. "Ah, you're being spooky." Zayak withdrew his fist when he saw Cotton and climbed off Isaac. Zayak muttered, "He probably stole that from the kingdom of too." "Did not. This little was abandoned by its mother and father." Isaac climbed up, dusting off his hat and coat. "You all right, Cotton? Poor baby." He nuzzled and kissed Cotton. "Whatever. King Yim Yim seemed proud of everything he had," snapped Zayak. "Let's use this necklace of Sailaway's." Zayak ripped the necklace from Isaac's wrist and demanded, "Fine treasure." The necklace floated towards the sidewalk going west. "I guess I was on the right path after all. Come on, everyone." "Well, the sooner we find that key, the sooner we can be on our way. I hope no hard feelings." Isaac straightened his jacket and then started after Zayak. Simone leered at Isaac. No hard feelings if you can prove yourself a good friend." He jogged past Isaac up to Zayak's side. "Hey, Zayak, wait up." Zayak led the way down the sidewalk. The sidewalk led to a vast assortment of flower beds.